It's always been really difficult to test the SEO value of citations. The problem is that when you build 50, 100 citations, they go live on the sites at different rates. Some sites are going to take, a week, they go live, 2 weeks for another site, a month, a few months. Some of things take a whole year before the moderators ever review it and actually go live with your listing. And then a secondary problem is that Google takes a long time to identify and index these citations. So, listings are coming in at a pretty long timeline of almost a whole year, 6 to 12 months before, all of the dust has settled and your citations are out there and indexed. And within that time period, it's guaranteed that other SEO work happened that time. You probably updated your website, you got more links, you got more reviews. All of those things are also happening at the same time that the citation impact is happening. And so it's really hard to separate the benefits from citations from the other SEO work. And it's hard to say that any SEO gains came from citations. So it's really hard to test citations. That's why I find this research from Uberall super compelling. What they did is that they analyzed 6,000 listings. 3,000 of them were only listed on the base directory. So like Google, Apple Maps, Facebook, Bing, and another 3,000 of them were listed on an extended network of directories, MapQuest, Superpages, basic citations. And it's really interesting to see that the locations that were listed on the extended network of directories had 89% visibility in direct search, 77% visibility in indirect search, so like keyword search, 65% more views in search, and 91% more views in maps. So just in terms of general visibility, we're seeing that the locations that had citations built were doing much better. And this also converted to more actions happening on the Google business profiles as well. The locations with citations had 102% more driving directions, 13% more phone calls, and 87% more website clicks. All right, so that's compelling evidence that citations themselves do provide some kind of benefit. But what about citation consistency? A lot of people wonder if you need to worry about that for SEO. SEO aside, it's really hard to test the impact of citation consistency on SEO, but there's a really strong case to be made just for consistency in general on the sites that get real human traffic. So here I'm talking about any of those key sites like Google, of course, you want to make sure you have the right information. Bing, Apple Maps, Yelp in some cases, Yellow Pages in some cases, still gets sort of real humans looking at it. And the reason for that is you want to make sure that your business listing information is correct because you want people to call the right phone number. You want people to drive to the right address. You want people to get the right hours, know that you're open at the right times. But it's also important to make sure that your information is correct on the data aggregators as well. I would say that consistency is important there because those sites tend to propagate across the entire internet. That can feed back into Google. So Google could end up changing your phone number if it's incorrect at the aggregator, and then it's seeing that all around the web. Related to this, Miriam Ellis at Moz recently published a really interesting report, The Impact of Local Business Reviews on Consumer Behavior. And in this report, one of the things that really stood out to me was that 52% of respondents say their negative reviews stem from false or incorrect online information on assets like local business listings. You can see that right here. They've kind of highlighted two elements in the report that people say, I might leave a negative review if I see that there's false information on the business listing, or if there's incorrect information online, like an outdated address, phone number, hours of operation. And that makes all the sense, really. If you show up at a business and their listing said that they were open and then they're closed and you just drove for 20 minutes to get there, bad review. You're annoyed, right? So this can really have the secondary effect. So there's benefit to having the correct information because you want people to go to the right place. But if you don't have the correct information, you could also end up driving some negative reviews to your listing. So this is another reason why consistency on the sites with visibility is important. Consistency on the broader web still in question, but I absolutely think you want to have consistency on the key sites that real humans are looking at. So just to sum it all up, we've seen some evidence that there is value in getting listed on a broader set of directories, 50 to 80 citation sites. I also think it's really helpful to be listed on industry-specific sites. The niche relevancy there is helpful. And it's still valuable to have citation consistency on the sites that get real human visibility. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if you're still using citations in your agency and your business. Do you still invest in this as part of your SEO strategy? Are you seeing value? I would love to hear. Let me know in the replies or comments, and we'll see you next time.